Let's talk about the end of the year Google Classroom items that you can know that you need to take care of. This video will focus on the things that you need to take care of as far as Google Calendar is concerned. I'm not the biggest fan of the Google Calendar that's created with every Google Classroom that I create. I like the idea behind it because I absolutely adore Google Calendar. However, using Google Calendar in conjunction with Classroom to me feels a bit bulky and cumbersome, especially when you're talking about little ones. So when you come into your Google Classroom main page, you can access the calendar here. It's nice because it's going to outlay all of the activities and assignments that have dates connected to them. You can even use this drop-down menu and select a particular class. Now, not too many teachers that I know ever jump into here, and very few students that I know come into here either. So here's where I think we need to take care of some things. We can't prevent a Google Calendar from being created with every classroom, but that means that at the end of the year, there's a tiny bit of cleanup that we need to do. You can click on your apps waffle up here, or if you're like me and you have it bookmarked, you can easily access your calendar from one of your bookmarks. Now, don't get overwhelmed. I have a tremendous amount of things on my calendar because, like I said, I love Google Calendar. So this is what we're going to make sure that we have to do. Over here on the far left, a Google Calendar is created for every single Google Classroom that is created, as well as all of the calendars, that you join into or that you are a part of. Now, you can have them show or not show simply by checking on that check mark, but it might not do much of anything over here. Taking it a step further, you can hover over the calendar, click on the World's Skinniest Snowman, and then say, I want to hide this calendar from my list. Again, may or may not do much of anything other than making this list over here a little bit shorter. What you can also do, this is one of my Google Classroom calendars, is I'm going to click on that skinny snowman. I'm going to go into my settings and sharing, and I can decide a couple of things. I could export my calendar, which gives me a nice historical record of any of the items that I have attached to the calendar for this classroom. And if I scroll down, you'll see all of the sharing permissions and everything that is part of this particular calendar. You can also come all the way to the bottom and click delete. Now, do this after you've put thought into it. Once you delete this calendar, no chance of getting it back. If you're timid about it, try the unchecking that box first. Now, it'll still show up. Then you can click on the skinny snowman. You can say hide this from my list, and it cleans up your list. But if you really honest and truly want to see how messy this can all get, let's just look briefly at all of my calendars that I have. And you can see by my hiding, it just makes my hidden list even longer. Personally, I think once this school year is over, I'm going to come in and I'm going to delete some of these. Not that I go into my settings, nor do I suggest you go into your settings all that often, but it's one of those items that can go a long way, taking 2 minutes to do some cleanup. Now, if you're a heavy Google Calendar user, you may want to hold on to those calendars. I'm going to end with a warning. Please make sure that you understand that once you delete a Google Calendar, you can't get it back. Feel free to hide it or just simply uncheckmark it. I hope this is a tech tip that you can do that helps you clean up your Google Classroom at the end of this school year so you can start next school year on the right foot.